And Patricia Visagie, she's out and about in Pretoria as well. And the EFF March and the DA, as well as Save South Africa, will be participating in the event through the capital streets. Save South Africa, this is a new coalition of civil society organizations that are formed to hold government leaders accountable to the Constitution. They'll march under the banner of People's Assembly Against State Capture. Members have gathered at St. Alban's Church in the city centre. For more on this, let's cross over live to Patricia Visagie, who's covering this particular event. Patricia, I know that it's meant to be starting. We heard a bit earlier at about 9 o'clock, but from what we're reading, what we're gathering, their speeches already have started. People are addressing the crowds. What's it looking like? What's been said so far, Patricia?
Good morning, Leanne, and welcome back, of course, to the St. Alban's Church here in the Pretoria CBD. Now, we have just completed a press briefing where we were addressed, of course, by some of the people that are involved in today's event here. Of course, they have labelled it the People's Assembly Against what they have termed the state capture. So a briefing where a lot of the speakers are just, cemented their views and why they saw it important to call this event. Of course, we saw the likes of Mr. Sipo Pityana, who was here talking to us, addressing the media and all the guests that are here, and a lot of other people, leaders from, of course, religious organizations, civil society, student formations gathered here, of course, trade unions as well. As you can hear, a lot of noise in the background as a lot of the people that are here are gathered in song, waving placards and, of course, the South African flags. So the energy is really very high as people from all walks of life, from all sectors of our society are gathering here today. But right now I am joined by Mr. Solima Paila. He is the Secretary General of the SACP, and he is part of the trade union representatives that are here today, and of course the SACP leaders that are here today. If you can maybe just in a nutshell tell us why the SACP is here and why you saw it fit to join this gathering here.
Yeah, I'm the second Deputy General Secretary. We are here, of course, to defend the values of our Constitution, to fight against corporate capture of the state, to fight against corruption, which are campaigns that the SACP has taken up to the streets over the years. And we are glad that majority of South Africans have joined in this particular campaign and they've made it their own to defend the values of our freedom struggle encapsulated in the Freedom Charter. As you know, the Freedom Charter was the textbook upon which our Constitution was crafted. So we are here to defend that and to make sure that the values of the Freedom Charter are taken forward. This is not a program against government. It's a program for good governance. It's a program in which we believe to defend the abuse of state institutions, particularly state organs. In this instance, for instance, the NPA, which brought frivolous charges against Comrade Pravin, although now they've withdrawn those charges, but we still felt it's important we come here and support this important program in order to make sure that we can safeguard our revolution that majority of our people died fighting for.
And the turnout seems very positive. I've seen CEOs of big corporate companies gathered here, political heads. I mean, I'm looking at Mr. Likota standing right here from COPE, yourself, you here. Even members of the ruling party, leaders from the ANC are also here. Are you happy with the turnout?
Yeah, it's not an anti-ANC program. It's a program to consolidate the aspirations of the ANC. So we're very glad to be here ourselves, and we also feel that here you can see the South Africa that we've been aspiring, that is assembly. And I think it is this kind of assembly of all shades of life of South African that the ANC has always stood for. We are here to reaffirm those values, and we feel that we need to be here to raise the banner of moral integrity, of leadership, to raise the banner of accountability, of good governance. And I think it is that those banners and those values that the people are calling for our movement and our government to actually lead on. That is why we must protect the looting of state institutions, the looting of the treasury by a coterie of hangers-on that are close to some of the people in government.
But what is the immediate action that leaders such as yourself yourself have to take to make sure that the so-called looting that you're talking about does get to an end?
The most immediate thing is to protect the procurement of the state system, particularly through state-owned enterprises. Because the looters, what we call bureaucratic or parasitic bourgeoisie, at the core of them, for instance, is a group like the Guptas. Their major thing is to capture the procurement purse of state-owned enterprises and of government departments. We are here essentially to protect that. We are here to make sure that all further major procurement of the state are done properly in an accountable manner so that the leadership itself can know South Africa will always hold them to account.
All right, so thank you so much. There you have it, the Secretary General of the SACP, Mr. Soima Mapaila, just giving us his sentiments and what really motivated him to be here today. But for now, it's back to you, Leanne, in the studio.
Right, there you go. That is what to expect for